Guys, Magnus Robert here, bringing you another Walking Dead Season 11 character video. Today we are looking at Nelson, a trooper for the Commonwealth. Nelson is of course male, he is played by Greg Perro, he is late 30s to early 40s and first appeared in Outpost 22. Nothing is known about his life before the outbreak, but when it began he soon found and joined the Commonwealth. It's hinted he might have had a family, but it isn't confirmed, but either way, he eventually wanted money and joined the Commonwealth Army, becoming a trooper. He was a part of many of the shady dealings in the Commonwealth, such as helping to run the labour camps. He was assigned the trooper number 141. However, when at the community, every Sunday, he would attend Gabriel's sermons at the First Christian Church of the Commonwealth. Sitting at the furthest back pew, he would always show up a little late and leave a little early, wanting to talk to Gabriel but never having the courage. Just before the episode, he was assigned to help the convoy transporting prisoners to their labour camps. In Season 11, Nelson is riding on his bike alongside the trucks of imprisoned members of the Virginia communities. After discovering the crashed truck and the dead troopers, he was assigned to look for the escapees. In the morning, he rides to a sort of crossroads, hoping to clear it. He stops there, taking his goggles off, and after having a quick glance around, he takes his radio to report there is no sign of anyone, and he's moving to the next area. Suddenly, he sees a child walker strutting towards him. He takes out his gun and ready to shoot it, but unknown to him, Maggie is behind him and stabs him in the armpit with her knife. He blindly fires the gun and Maggie punches him to the ground. They both wrestle for the gun, but Maggie is able to knock him out with it. He lays unconscious, and as he's in that state, Maggie, Daryl and Carol bring him to another location. After he wakes, Daryl pins him to the wall, but the man is badly bleeding from his stab wound. Daryl tells Nelson he's dying anyway and pleads with him to tell them where the train is going and what Designation 2 means. Daryl tells him he joined the force just like him for money and for his family, and tells Nelson it's probably his story too. Daryl tells Nelson he wants his kids back and kicks him when he doesn't answer. Carol and the others arrive, telling Daryl the train is here soon, and Daryl takes out a knife and informs Nelson he can die quick or die screaming, but Gabriel stops anything else from happening when he mentions that he recognizes Nelson and brings up the fact it looked like Nelson wanted to talk to him back at the church. Nelson asks if God would forgive him. He expresses he is riddled with guilt. Gabe tells him he's a coward, but that's okay. Fear brings shame, but God can see that now he's trying to do the right thing. Nelson wishes he spoke to Gabe sooner, and Gabe agrees. He throws up some blood and Gabe embraces him, saying, "People remember the last thing you do. How do you want your story to end?" He then explains that their friends are being punished with hard labour at the camps, but doesn't know where the train actually goes. He tells Daryl that all he knows about Designation 2 is that they're sent far away and never heard of again. He then asks Gabe to pray with him whilst he goes. Carol leaves and Gabriel sits beside Nelson, reading from the Bible as he dies from blood loss off screen. Sometime after, Gabriel puts him down before he can turn by stabbing him in the head. His body, though, is likely just left there. R.I.P. Trooper Nelson. Trooper Nelson was a nice little addition. He shows not everyone in the Commonwealth Army is so bad. And it's nice that they actually humanize an enemy instead of it just being another nameless redshirt with no character. Dude was just like everyone else, forced into this job that ultimately kills him. It's kind of sad, actually. Really love the fact that Gabriel is coming back to his religious roots, although I do wish it was done a little bit better earlier on in the season. It's a touching scene when Gabe gives this man his last rites. Anyway, tell me your thoughts on Trooper Nelson. See you in the next Season 11 Death Profile. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.